Hello everybody, it is May 3rd, 2022. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin here, but first we're going to look at what I said on Tuesday, since the video is Tuesday this week instead of Monday. Once again, reminding everybody, bottom can be in at any time, but the bulls have failed to lay the foundation. I talked about how, all of this choppy action is just super low quality. The previous two scenarios I had didn't play out. Main scenario now is that Bitcoin was once again clearly in the danger zone for that to be the top of the fourth wave, either nowish or with a move to 33 to 34 next. And nowish at the time was right here, about 32K, which in fact did turn out to be the top. Unless further price action develops. Target for wave 5 is down here, 22 to 24 essentially, and then the bullish alternative is this low quality diagonal, which I'll go over again. Alright, so that is what we looked at on Tuesday, and now we're going to look at what has happened subsequently. So since that video on the 31st, which was right in this area here, somewhere around that time frame, I was looking potentially for a move if this was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was looking for that fifth wave up there, but it was clearly in the danger zone. I haven't marked as such right there, and the bottom or the top could have been in at any point, and so now I've modified the count a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 ended right there. All right, so that I think now is the top pretty clearly on this fourth wave. This is our W, X, and Y up in that fourth wave, and we should now have begun the next move down, which can take us as low as that 22 to 24 area. So let's take a look at the micro action and see what's happened. I have on here labeled 5 waves down, and if we go to a low time frame chart like the 5-minute, you can clearly see them in this chart. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. This I believe makes sense as well. Yep, 4 went up into that area of the 764 to 618. Perfect for a 4, and 5 spiked down between the 1236 and the 1382. So it matches up nicely. This is a pretty clean impulsive move down on the 5-minute chart, and from that low we had very clearly 3-wave ABC action right up into this red box danger zone that I shorted. So I did get back into shorts there. I'm hedged against my long-term buys once again after stopping out break even previously. So sometimes you got to do that. You got to stop out, and then when I didn't lose any money. I stopped out break even, and then when new information comes about, then you confidently reshort, right? So there we have it. 5 waves down, ABC up, very clear. Now, what is happening here with this action? We've got 2 possibilities. Number 1, this is potentially an expanded flat correction. We come back up into this zone. That is certainly possible. I'm not going to say that it's not a possibility. All right, so we may very well see that. But once again, I want to just jump down here to the 5-minute and take a look at this action off of this high, and it's not quite as clean, but I do think we can count 1, 2. This is unclear here, but maybe 3, 4, and 5 most likely. All right, let's check the math. 4 went up where it should have, and 5 went down to the 1236 to 1382. So math checks out. That is very possibly another micro 5-wave down in the next move downwards. This to me looks like probably the beginnings of a C wave, A, B, C up. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a pump here, maybe up to low 30Ks. Let's take a look. I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but that certainly looks like A, B, and C potentially up there, anywhere between 29.8 and 30.2 would be the next place to begin building a short if you really wanted to, if you're not short already. Or if you wanted to add shorts, that would be the place to do it. And then obviously it's certainly possible this goes back up here too. This could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that turns into a 5-wave move, then it is just an expanded flat, A, B, C, and that would be 5 waves in that larger C wave. Either one of those is possible, but essentially I think it's, you know, a fine idea to short anywhere in that range from 29.8 up to about 38, because that covers all your bases. If this is ABC up and then immediate drop, or if this is a larger move up and then drop from there, either way, drop is expected next. And it's certainly possible that it drops more immediately as well. You can never rule that out. So I wouldn't really be looking to try to scalp along right here. Seems a little risky to me, because this could certainly just be ABC up already. That could be done. Let's get rid of some of these things. Where did that go? That went to the 382. Yeah, that's certainly within the realm of possibility for that to already be done and for this to drop further. So I think if Bitcoin actually wants to behave, dropping below 29.2 should trigger the next move down pretty aggressively. And I think that is true regardless of if this goes here first and then down, drops immediately, or goes here first and then down. Either way, when 29.2 breaks, that should signal a pretty aggressive move. It should start a pretty aggressive move down. So resistance zone remains this area right here, potentially up to 31.3, although at this point I think I'm going to shrink that a little bit, even if this is an expanded flat ABC. Let's see what my math tells me there. Yeah, we can probably drop that to about 31 at the top. Instead of doing that, I like to keep things on the chart just to, you know, kind of prove that I said them. Right there. So new danger zone starts here, 29.8, extends all the way up to 31. If you wanted to short, the stop should be above here. All right. I don't see that as a high probability at all of it reaching 32.4, but if it does, it is probably then doing a diagonal structure. And because it's a diagonal, it could just be an extension on this Y wave. This larger red box is still the danger zone. This could be A, B, C up higher into the red box before it dies. Bitcoin can absolutely chop around as long as it wants to. And that would be very frustrating, but it's possible. The other possibility would be we're in a diagonal structure where that's 1, 2, 3 would come with an ABC up, 4, and then 5. That would be the only way that this can be considered the bottom is in right here. I don't view that as likely, but it's something we need to keep a watch on. All right, so there you go. 32.4 is a level to watch for sure. If we get a break of that, it doesn't mean we need to go bullish. I would just go neutral at that point, because the risk is higher. So I would be neutral. I'd just be riding my spot buys, but expecting to come down fairly quickly after that anyway. if and when we break 29.3, we should begin the next leg down. And so let's take a look at that. Based on this being the top 2, I've got my fib extension drawn, 1, 2, right? And we can then figure out potentially where 3, 4, 5 go, although it can certainly extend or truncate along the way. But let's say there's 1 and 2. 3 would go between the 1, 3, 8, 2 and the 1, 6, 1, 8. 4 goes to between the 1, 0 and the 7, 6, 4, and then 5 comes down most likely between the 2, 0 and the 1, 7, 6, 4. So there you have your support and resistance zones. If 29.3 breaks, that would be the next stop for me right there for wave 3 between 26.1 and 26.7, followed by some form of fourth wave, consolidation, dead cat bouncing, whatever you want to call it, and then fifth and final wave down can lead us there. That fifth and final wave down to 25.7 to 25.1 is only if the third wave does not extend. And it certainly could. Like I said, this can extend, and then 4 would be lower and 5 would be lower, and that gets us closer to that area that the macro chart is pointing to, which is 22 to 24. My strong preference, of course, is for this to simply follow this to the T. That would be amazing. And then we actually end on a truncated fifth below the third wave, which is fantastic, but not as far down as that, which is great because on the higher time frame chart, I don't want to see it drop below 24K for much time at all, and really I prefer that it doesn't drop below 24K at all. So let's see if we can bottom right there around 25. That would be excellent. All right, I think that sums up everything right now. Those are your levels to watch, and we'll see what the weekend brings. I'll talk to you all on Monday. In the meantime, over the weekend, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done it, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe, do it, get my new videos, come on, and then check out the suggested video here. All right, guys, have a good night.